What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports Talk. I'm back at y'all with the recap of the Hitchins and kambosos fight. I would say, man, honestly, I'm very impressed with Hitchins. He got the eighth round stoppage. Yeah, eighth round. He looked very sharp. Uh, I was impressed, man. I had him, winning a unanimous decision, but I didn't think he would go in there and completely dominate, kambosos like that. Kambosos is a warrior, man, and a little bit after that, I'm gonna speak briefly on George Kambosos, but I'm gonna get into I forgot about Zakeem Moses too, man. He made his debut on the card. He was on the main card as well, man. He did an incredible job, man. A very well decorated amateur, I believe. Second, one or two coming in to the pros. Him and Moulton. He also beat Moulton in the amateurs as well. So he got a very promising career, man. He got a great team around him, and I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for him. He seemed to be going on a fast track, which with his amateur pedigree, I agree with it. If you have had a very successful amateur career, I think you definitely should be on a fast track and getting the good fights early. He definitely is, and again, looking very impressive. And speaking of decorated amateur, I'm gonna get into Andy Cruz real quick with the impressive fourth round stoppage. And what could I say, man? Fast track is a understatement for that young man. Fourth round stoppage. I believe it's about his sixth fight. He already, number one contender for I believe the WB. I believe it. No, it might be the IBF or the WBA. Don't quote me on that. I have to, look it up again to be exact. But yeah, man. And one fight, I think people can agree with me on, Keyshawn, man. They gotta fight, man. And he on his ass too, man. He be he be on Keyshawn ass, calling him his son, and it's pretty hilarious, Andy Cruz, he got a lot of shit talking in him. It's pretty funny. Especially, him being trained from the Philly legend Bozy Ennis as well. The Philly, they got that shit talking, in them too. So it's just funny to see. And I think the trainer and the boxer, I think it's a great combination of both, man. And you can clearly see that Cuban style mixed with that Philly, slick American style, man. It's just an incredible combination. I'm very, excited to see what happens next. I mean, at this point in time, man, he should be fighting for a title. No more than two more fights. I think he ready now. I thought he was ready two fights ago, honestly. So it's just, and the 135-pound division is pretty much shaping up now. Again, with Loma ultimately retiring, that leaves it wide open, for that IBF belt. Then you got the WBA. I don't know, Tank, man. I think Tank should just drop the belt in. Tank just a big name in boxing. He don't even need a belt to fight. So just don't hold up the division, man. Just let these guys fight for the belts. You don't care about no belt. WBO, that's wide open. It just got vacant. My Abdullah Mason, he in the mix with that one. WBC, Shakur, he got the title. He defending it next month against William Cepeda. That's shaping up to be very well, man. And Andy Cruz, man, he right there, man. He right there. He top 5 already. We're going to see what happens. And getting back to the main event, which Hitchinson. Again, man, I was very impressed. I said unanimous decision, but he ended up getting the stoppage, man. He looked very, very good in there. He looked sharp. He looked strong. Like I said, the 140-pound division, man, I just don't think. I don't think he's gonna be there long, man. He struggled to make. I mean, if you hit right on 140, I felt, to me, you struggling to make the weight. And he a big kid too, man. Long, rangy. He could fight off the back foot, fight on the front foot. Today, I didn't expect him to be on the front foot as much. He definitely was, man. Put the pressure on with a vicious body shot, man. Me watching, as soon as that shot hit, I'm like, yeah, it's a wrap. And again, man, shout out to him. Hopefully, he called out Dev. Dev, in my opinion, is the new face of boxing, because everybody talking about him, whether it's negative or positive. So everybody talking about him, man. He called out Dev. Dev been my favorite fighter, right after Earl. But it's just funny to see, Hitchins call out Devin. Devin, he on the hit list. He was on that hit list too, man. So maybe they can get it at 147. I don't see Dev coming down to 140 for that. I don't think it'd be lucrative financially for him. I think he would come down if it was a more lucrative financial fight. I don't see that. That'd be just a hell of a boxing fight. And yeah, it was just hilarious to see that. And again, shout out to him, man. Hopefully, he get in there in the mix. Quit talking shit to Devin if you ain't gonna fight him. Get in the mix at the 140-pound division. You don't have to worry about the hydration, the 10-pound limit IBF presents if you unifying. So you would be more hydrated and ready. So quit calling out people in another division if you ain't gonna fight them. That's just straight up. I think that's some corny ass shit. And I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. You got Puello, you got Gary Russell, you got T.O. Mix it up with one of them. So, and just a little side note to George Kambosos. Man, you a hell of a fighter. You a warrior, and you stand on your shield. And I'll give you credit for that, but you need to retire, man. Just flat out, man. And it just blows my mind to see that, he beat T.O. It's just mind blowing to me. I don't know what the fuck T.O. was doing, but he beat up T.O. In impressive fashion. I mean, he got dropped, but he beat T.O. the fuck up in that fight. It always was a puzzling fight to me, and it just make you wonder, like, damn, how? But Devin watched him twice. I don't think he won a round in any of the fights. I don't know. He got to be one of the weirdest champions I've seen in a very long ass time. That got by, off of that big win, and he haven't really won a big fight since. He made a lot of money off Devin. I think you should just retire, bruh. You moved up to 140. You too small for 140. You're not gonna win against any of the top fighters. You had a good career with that impressive victory. You hanging your hat on. Just hang it up, bro. I think you should just hang it up, man. And I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Shout out to Andy Cruz, man. Andy Cruz, one of my favorite up and coming fighters. I think he gonna be a champion in the next year. Shout out to Hitchins, for the impressive victory. Even though Hitchins, man, you be doing some sucker shit, some hoe shit, with that little shit you did with T.O., hugging up with him. And T.O. then, viral for, doing racist ass shit. So I don't really rock with that. But I'm just gonna stick to the boxing side of things, man. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you unify and quit talking about other people in a different division. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna be back with y'all real soon. We got some more fights coming up soon here. And I'm gonna be back with y'all, man. I'm a load up the content and keep bringing it. And man, hey, shout out to everybody, man. Salute to the subscribers, the likes, and I appreciate it. I'm out.